ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. This defense for the Chiefs, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And they needed to be, because the game was a game we don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and each play took on more importance, and they got it done.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
On 3rd down, Wilson sliding out of the pocket. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They go play action now. Wilson rolling to his right. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 20-yard line. A little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up, keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's Wilson. They'll roll him out right. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be 3rd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I didn't like the play call. I loved it. Running situation for sure on 4th and short. They got the defense to commit too many men in the box to stop the run and have the guts to go for the pass instead. And as a result, they're set up 1st and goal.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
So often you hear that pep talks don't really work in the heat of the battle, but collectively, This defense has to say to each other, we've been on our heels this whole first drive. This is where we need to dig in. And they got a nice stop right there for a loss on 1st and goal.
The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. Now Wilson. He'll buy some time right. Touchdown! Noah Fant, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs on 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here, up to the 34.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. And even 50 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And it's caught. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Christian Kirk, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they...
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by Mike Hughes. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions and not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I'd make a little joke and say, you know, some big guy, we're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now. 2nd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Buying time to his left. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
That's a big gainer on that play, and from experience, I can tell you, that's where defensive backs will come into the huddle and say, guys, how about some pass rush? But you're going to say it nicely because those big guys up front, they don't like being criticized very much. Quarterbacks in this league, you know they'll pick you apart if you give them time like that to find receivers downfield.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked off inside the 5. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. To throw, it's Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Christian Kirk with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. Mahomes will throw for it. Rolling to his right. And he will find the end zone here. And the lead moves up to 7. And that was the old QB one-man band play there on the conversion.
And look, let's face it. Even quarterbacks who don't have great mobility, in certain situations, they're able to actually take the ball in themselves. Remember way back when Joe Namath against the Giants at the Yale Bowl, right? Remember Joe had all those knee operations. They thought he couldn't run it. No one accounted for him. He practically walked into the end zone.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They started on the ground with Eckler, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It's the Pro Bowler Chandler Jones who makes the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sutton. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Wilson. They'll roll him out right. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. This is the tight end fan. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Dancing to his left. That is taken in by the tight end fan. Oh, some strong running. Touchdown, Broncos. Noah Fant, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
He'll buy some time right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that. But I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception. And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. With that last pass, he just went ahead of Warren Moon on the all-time NFL career passing yards list.
And that's Hall of Famer Warren Moon. A significant accomplishment to be able to pass that number. Somewhere Warren is saying, but what if they added my Canada yardage? Right? My time in the Canadian Football League, that's 21,000 more yards that could be added to Warren's total.
In the NFL, he had 49,325, and now you're looking at a man that is very close to 50,000. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive.
To throw again is Wilson, sliding out of the pocket. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. Steps away. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off at the 21. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just me.
Oh, wide open, complete, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Yeah, can he put it aside? Let's find out. Now it's Wilson, forced out to his left. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
It's a big play there for the Broncos.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
On the move to his left. Going right back to Fant. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now Wilson. Rolling to his right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
Throwing is Wilson. Being chased out left. He's got his tight end Fant. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that challenge, a successful one.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Now Wilson on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
To throw is Wilson. Rolling to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Wilson escaping the pressure right. Completes it to Fant on the right side. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Nick Bolton. There he goes, right side. 20, 10, 5, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead now up to 14.
Broncos 14. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Back to the air, Wilson after the pick 6. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Second down, another shot for Jones. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. They're going deep for Hill. He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. But one thing that we know for sure, do not question the arm strength of Patrick Mahomes, one of the strongest around. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Broncos 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Wilson steps away to his left. He finds his man complete. That's Hampton. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. I tell you, for a defender, that's got to be a scary sight, seeing a big man like this with a head of steam behind him as he makes that catch and then turns upfield. Running on 1st down, Eckler. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
From the shotgun, Wilson buying time to his left. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
2nd and 8 coming up. Mahomes going to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Torres. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Mahomes firing complete, and he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Dancing to his left. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. To try again after the sack. Mahomes eluding the pressure right. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 18.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Throw left side complete. That's Torres. A gain of 6 there on first.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
On second down now, it's Jones. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Let's go, man.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Now Mahomes. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Another shot from the 1 on second and goal. Mahomes now to throw. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away, turns into a nice play.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Ronald Jones, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are looking to run it to 5-1 on the season as they add to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Wilson. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A huge play there for Denver. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 19. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
On play action, it's Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
The Broncos on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 10. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll fire one downfield for Fant. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. It's a big play there for the Broncos. Sliding out of the pocket. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. It's a foot race. He's at the 50. The 30. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? And he said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he's going to be brought down inside the 5 at the 3.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Now Wilson throwing after the interception. He'll fire this deep for Gallup, and that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. And now it's second down. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Torres. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Mahomes to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Flush to his right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They go play fake. Mahomes escaping the pressure right. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
And you wonder now if he might be able. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And he will have the Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. Again, Wilson. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Flushed out right. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
They go play action now. Wilson under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Nick Bolton gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on third down. Makes him man.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defense